Jenny.
And I'm Rebecca.
Okay. And so what are y'all dressing up as?
Today we have Love Ward Luca and
Juliet Starling from Lollipop Chainsaw.
Walk me through the steps of what y'all did to make these costumes, or make them.
mine was a little more homemade, I guess you could say, from scratch.
Mine is actually tailor-made to me because we do not do screen printing yet.
Okay.
But it's actually been a lot more altered.
And so for the search for the materials to make them, how does that normally go about? Do y'all have places y'all tend to look at, or?
Yes.
We have our regular fabric stores. A lot of things we can't buy in stores. We have to shop online a lot, especially for cosmetics. This stuff isn't normally used by the public, so it's not sold to the public on a normal basis. So you really have to search for it.
So how much would you say is like the average cost of the costumes that y'all have put together?
60 to 80 if it's
For a
homemade.
medium costume, if it's a bigger one, if it's a contest piece, probably a little over 100.
So makeup, I imagine makeup's probably a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually import my makeup from Korea.
Okay.
Yep.
I just use cheap American makeup, but it means I have to do a lot more work. And right now we're being girls. That's great because that means we just have to do like 1.5 hours of makeup. When you're doing more masculine makeup or fantasy makeup, especially where you have to be a different color skin tone or anything, it can take up to 3 hours.
And that's if nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, if nothing goes wrong during the process. Like this morning, what was it, an eyelash malfunction?
Yeah.
Like the eyelash came off right when the rest of the makeup was done, so you just have to wash all of it off and start over. And
for prosthetics, once you've been painted and something goes wrong in a prosthetic, the glue cracks,
or it just loses its
everything has to come back off and you have to try it again.
So when it comes to preparing yourself and getting dressed and everything, how long of a process would you say that normally takes?
Well, this morning it took us 1 hour and 40 minutes just to
Yeah.
get like this
And make
and make pom-poms.
But for bigger costumes, like full suits of armor, it can take up to 4 hours in our personal experience to get ready to go out on the floor.
It's kind of like the process of modeling with a lot of makeup, making sure nails, hair, skin, everything is properly attended to before you even put on the costume.
So y'all go through moments of practicing getting ready to make sure you have it all right, make sure it looks right?
You can make it, but it's a different thing entirely to move in it.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to think about the characters themselves aren't real. They never have to worry about having
Gravity.
a costume slip. They don't have to worry about gravity. They don't have to worry about their hair being too heavy. You know, they never have to think about that stuff. We're real people. We live in the real world. And, you know, walking in 9-inch heels all day can be difficult for us.
With a board in your back and another 8 pounds of wire and then another... I've actually got a part that screws into my head. It's not very comfortable, but you have to learn also how to keep character and do that. So we practice a lot.